bass is pumping steady through the speakers in the door. And I'm ready for the feeling, and I'm ready for some more. I check the reflection in the rearview glass, watching as the fashion and the celebrities pass. I'm a queen of the concrete, I'm a lord of the light, owning every second of a Saturday night. The skyscrapers are dancing to the rhythm of the track, and I'm moving to the future, and I'm never looking back. Don't stop, don't look down. We're the royalty of this neon town. Can you feel the groove? Can you feel the heat? We're the heartbeat of the expensive street. Oh, it's just breeze and bass lines taking over me, setting all my heavy thoughts finally free. A mellow kind of magic on a four-wheel ride, with a peaceful kind of feeling burning deep inside. Breeze and bass lines, let the music flow, taking it easy and taking it slow. Breeze and bass lines, let the music flow, take it easy and taking it slow. The street lights are blinking in a rhythmic line. Everything is perfect and everything is fine. I pass by the clubs where the music is loud, far away from the voices of the heavy-duty crowd. I'm in my own bubble, I'm in my own zone, with the high-fidelity sound that I've always known. The steering wheel is leather and it's smooth in my hand, driving through the canyons of this beautiful land. I see the reflections of the neon in the hood, and I'm feeling exactly like a movie star should. Every red light is a moment just to pose, in my vintage sunglasses and my designer clothes. The air is warm and heavy like a velvet cloak, rising from the city like a purple smoke. I pass the luxury hotels where the valleys wait, defying the gravity and defying the fate. I find a station playing disco and funk, washing out the noise and the modern day junk. I sing along to a melody of gold, a story of the night that is waiting to be told. The road is a runway, the road is a stage, and I'm writing my name on a glitter cover page. I see the fountains and the statues in the park, glowing like diamonds in the middle of the dark. My coffee is an espresso in a tiny little cup, and I'm looking at the skyline and I'm looking right up. I'm a part of the rhythm, I'm a part of the chic, looking for the secrets that the elegant ones seek. The horizon is a line of pure and steady blue, but tonight it's a shade of a violet hue. I'm accelerating slow, let the engine purr. Everything is exactly the way that we were. The motion is a medicine, the speed is a grace, finding my sanctuary in this high-speed place. I pass the billboards and the digital signs, reading out the future between the white lines. I'm a thunderbolt of style, I'm a satellite of class, watching as the minutes and the hours pass. No more rules to follow, no more ceilings to hold, just the open universe and the stories untold. The wind is a whisper, the wind is a sigh, underneath the canopy of the expensive sky. Everything is blurry, everything is a dream, it's floating on the surface of a funky color stream. I see the reflections of the future in the chrome, and I realize the city is my only home. Breeze and bass lines, it's the fuel of the soul, making every broken piece of me feel whole. I'm a traveler in time, I'm a traveler in style, finding my sanctuary for a little while. Every turn is a blessing, every mile is a groove. I've got nothing to prove, and I've got nothing to lose. The moon is a disco ball, and the stars are the lights, staying in the groove until the middle of the night. Oh, it's just breeze and bass lines taking over me, a shadow in the sky is a sapphire sea, and I'm floating on the asphalt, finally and completely free. The constellations are hanging like jewels on a silver thread, while the rest of the weary world is asleep in their heavy bed. I'm cruising on the interstate, obsidian and wide, with a galaxy of secrets hidden deep inside my side. The dashboard is glowing with a soft neon purple light, like a tiny little lonely spaceship in the middle of the night. I see the reflective signs passing like silent ghosts, guarding the lonely edges of the celestial coast. My eyes are fixed on the horizon, where the dark meets the deep, watching over the promises that I've intended to keep. The air is cold and thin, crystalline kind of breath, far away from the concepts of life and of death. I'm just a pulse in the vacuum, I'm just a light in the dark, searching for the origin of the primeval spark. Are we dreaming it, or are we awake? How much of this beauty can a human heart really take? We're drifting through the cosmos on a ribbon of stone, in a way that is beautiful and completely alone. Can you hear the starlight? Can you feel the grace? On the starlight interstate, we're moving through space, looking for the magic of a quiet, holy place. Between the distant planets and the exit signs, we're reading the secrets between the white lines. Oh, starlight interstate, take us high and far, underneath the flicker of a dying ancient star. The silence is a heavy cloak, but it's gentle and it's kind, leaving all the digital noise of the city far behind. I can hear the whispers of the comets as they fly, tracing hidden patterns in the obsidian sky. The shadows of the overpasses are like giant black wings, while the wind in the power lines beautifully and mournfully sings. I'm lost in the wonder of the infinite velvety dark, feeling the glow of a divine celestial spark. By the sleeping trucks in the rest area zones, feeling like a traveler through the prehistoric bones. The engine is a whisper, steady and calm vibration, moving through the heart of a sleeping, dreaming nation. I see the glow of a distant city of fire on the rim, but compared to the stars, it's looking pale and looking dim. I choose the path of shadows, I choose the road of light, sailing through the ocean of the everlasting night. My mind is a mirror and the road is a dream, floating on the surface of a liquid silver stream. I think about the people that I've loved and I've lost, calculating the distance and calculating the cost. But out here on the highway, the numbers don't exist. I'm just a wisp of vapor in the midnight mist. Every mile is a prayer, every turn is a thought. I'm learning all the lessons that the world has ever taught. I pass through the desert where the moon is a queen, lighting up a landscape that is jagged and is mean. But to me it's a garden, but to me it's a home, a sanctuary for the spirits who are destined to roam. I check the clock on the dash, but the time has stood still, frozen in the motion of the mountain and the hill. I'm a satellite of iron, I'm a vessel of lead, following the gravity of the visions in my is a sliver of gray, a tiny little warning of the coming of the day. But I'm not ready for the sun and I'm not ready for the noise. I just wanna stay in the sanctuary of poise. I see the morning star, the bringer of the light, standing as a sentinel at the end of the night. The road is getting smoother, the road is getting wide, as I cross the invisible line of the great divide. I'm a part of the nebula, I'm a part of the dust. In the logic of the universe I put all my trust. No more walls to surround me, no more chains to bind, just the infinite expansion of the universal mind. Every composition of the soul, making every shattered part of me feel perfectly whole. I'm the captain of the silence, I'm the pilot of the glow, moving to a destination that only the stars know. Maybe I'll keep driving till I reach the very edge, standing on the precipice of a cosmic silver ledge. And I'll drive right off into the ocean of the stars, leaving all the gravity and the scars in the car. Starlight interstates, the fuel of the dream, floating on the frequency of a celestial beat. I'm a traveler in eternity, I'm a trap. School is out, the sun is a beast in the sky, and I've got 1,000 reasons why we shouldn't say goodbye. Pack the trunk with the cooler and some old punk tapes, planning out 1,000,000 of our legendary escapes. We're 4 deep in a sedan that's older than me, heading for the mountains or the edge of the sea. The leather seats are burning and the AC is dead, but we've got 1,000,000 better ideas in our head. I'm redlining the engine, feel the shake in the floor, screaming out the window till my throat is getting sore. We're passing by the strip malls and the boring old life, cutting through the boredom like a jagged little knife. No more teachers, no more tests, no more rules to follow. We're drinking up the freedom like there's no tomorrow. My best friend is drumming on the dashboard of the car, thinking that we're already a legendary star. Can you feel the heat? Can you feel the rush? The world is the canvas and the road is our brush. Jump in, let's go, don't you dare be slow. We got 1,000 miles of summer road to show. It's the summer engine roar, burning through the night. Everything is gonna be alright. With the windows down and the volume on 10, I'm never gonna look at that town again. Summer engine roar, a rhythm for the young, the greatest damn song that was ever sung. That was ever sung. We stopped at a gas station for a burger and a shake, and then we took a detour to a hidden mountain lake. We jumped in the water with our clothes still on, laughing like the idiots until the day was gone. The water was a shock, but the sun was a friend, wishing that this afternoon would never happen. And we dried off on the hood of the car in the heat, eating salty chips and something sugary and sweet. Then back on the road with the mud on the tires, fueled by the energy of our internal fire. We're passing through the ghost town, we're passing through the dust, and the power of the punk rock we put all our trust. I'm shifting in the fifth, feel the kick in the back, watching all the white lines fly along the track. My ears are ringing from the music and the wind. This is where the real life is about to begin. The sun starts to set in a riot of red, but we're not even thinking about going to bed. We got a stash of fireworks and a plan for the night, lighting up the sky with the chaotic kind of light. I passed an old cop, but I don't even care. I can feel the adrenaline in the summertime air. We're young, we're loud, we're a beautiful mess, and we're living out the definition of a total success. I remember the days when we were stuck in the room. Now we're the masters of the sonic boom. We're weaving through the traffic, a blur of blue and white, owners of the shadows and the masters of the light. Every mile we travel is a story we'll tell. When we're old and we're gray and we're boring as hell, but today we are giants, today we are kings, riding on the vibration that the summer engine brings. We're driving through the rain, washing off the echoes of the high school pain. I see the reflections of my friends in the glass, and I hope that this moment will never ever pass. We're a brotherhood of speed, we're a sisterhood of sound, the craziest damn people that the world has ever found. I press on the pedal, feel the roar in the pipes. We're the cinematic version of the stereotype
Found an old cassette tape in the back of the seat, covered in the dust and the summertime heat. I blew on the plastic and I pushed it inside, ready for a nostalgic and a beautiful ride. The music started playing with a hiss and a pop, a melody of memories that's never gonna stop. I passed by the fields where the sunflowers grow, moving in the rhythm that the old timers know. The road is a ribbon of cracked and faded gray, leading me back to a much simpler day. I pass an old gas station with a rusty red pump and a pile of old tires in a mountainside dump. But everything is beautiful in the afternoon light, far away from the shadows in the middle of the night. I check the rearview mirror, see the ghost of my youth, searching for a version of the absolute truth. Can you hear the harmony? Can you feel the soul? The radio is taking a total control. It's a song about a girl, it's a song about a boy, it's a song about the simple and the natural joy. Oh, I've got a vintage radio heart today, singing all the sorrows and the troubles away. Back on the county road, back on the lane, washing off the memory of the modern day pain. Vintage radio heart, playing loud and clear. Everything I wanted is finally right here. I pass a group of children playing out in the yard, reminding me of times when the life wasn't so hard. No phones in their pockets, just the wind in their hair, finding all the magic in the afternoon air. I pass an old church with the bell in the tower, feeling the weight of a spiritual power. The engine is humming a steady old tune underneath the ghost of a midday moon. I see the reflections of the trees in the glass, watching as the history and the stories pass. I pass by the diner where we had our first date, wondering if the universe is governed by fate. The smell of the pine and the smell of the rain hitting me like a slow-moving freight train. I'm not in a hurry, I'm taking my time, finding all the reasons for a melodic rhyme. The sun starts to dip behind the emerald trees, and I feel the first touch of the evening breeze. I find an old station playing country and blues, telling me the stories in the regional news. I sing along to a song about a broken down truck and a man who is looking for a little bit of luck. The road is a teacher, the road is a friend, it's a journey that doesn't have a logical end. I pass a stone bridge and a slow-moving creek, looking for the answers that the quiet ones see. My coffee is cold in the porcelain cup, but my spirit is high and it's looking right up. I see the first porch lights flickering on, waiting for the arrival of the tomorrow's dawn. Sitting out on his porch, holding a memories like a flickering torch. He waves as I pass in my dusty old car, and I wonder if he knows how beautiful we are. The shadows are long and the shadows are deep, like a beautiful promise that I'm gonna keep. I pass by the graveyard where the ancestors lie, underneath the dome of the darkening sky. Everything is connected, everything is a part of
the steady vibration of my vintage radio heart. I'm a part of the landscape, I'm a part of the light. I'm the bridge between the day and the middle of the night. No more digital noise, no more high-speed stress, just the simple beauty of a complete success. Everything is mellow, everything is mellow. Everything is a dream floating on the surface of a nostalgic stream. I see the reflections of the stars in the hood, and I realize that the universe is actually good. Vintage radio heart, it's the fuel of the soul, making every broken piece of me feel whole. I'm a traveler in time, I'm a traveler in space, finding my sanctuary in this quiet place. Every turn is a blessing, every mile is a prayer. I can feel the magic in the evening air. The tape finishes playing and the silence is sweet as I pull over to the side of the street. Oh, I've got a vintage radio heart today, singing all the sorrows and the troubles away. Back on the county road, back on the county road, back on the lane, washing off the memory of the modern day pain. Vintage radio heart, playing loud and clear. Everything I wanted is finally right here. Finally right here. Found an old cassette tape, found an old cassette tape in the back of the seat. Found an old cassette tape in the back of the seat, covered in the dust in the summertime heat. I blew on the plastic and I pushed it inside, ready for a nostalgic and a beautiful ride. The music started playing with the hits and a pop, the memories that's never gonna stop. I passed by the fields where the sunflowers grow, moving in the rhythm of the old times know. The road is a ribbon of cracked and faded gray, leading me back to a much simpler day. I pass an old gas station with a rusty red pump and a pile of old tires in a mountainside dump. But everything is beautiful in the afternoon light, far away from the
digital rain is falling on a windshield made of chrome. Far away from anything that feels like a home. The skyscrapers are circuit boards reaching for the black, and there's 1,000 terabytes of data on my track. I'm gripping on the haptic wheel, feel the pulse in my hand, moving through the canyons of this neon lit land. My eyes are scanning sensors, reading levels in the blue, while the ghost in the machine is whispering something new. The city is a network, and I'm a robot flying through the tunnels where the lasers are lit. I see the holographic graph of things I'll never buy, reflected in the metal of the buildings in the sky. My heart is a battery, my blood is a wire, burning with a steady and a cold electric fire. I'm shifting through the dimensions, through the gravity bend, moving to a destination that has no end. Can you feel the overclock? Can you see the light? We're the only ones awake in the middle of the night. The grid is alive, the rhythm is deep, while the rest of the universe is falling asleep. Oh, cyber city speed, taking me through the wire, higher than the mercury, higher than the fire. We're racing in the cloud, we're gliding in the stream, living in the middle of a digital dream. Cyber city speed, a rhythm in the code, the only way to travel on the Silicon Road. I pass the sectors where the old robots go to die, underneath the shadow of a synthetic sky. The air smells like ozone and a little bit of grease, looking for our moment of a mechanical piece. I weave through the flying clouds of blur of red and white, cutting through the darkness with a laser guided light. The basis of vibration that is shaking my bones, moving past the satellites and the surveillance drones. I see the reflections of the future in the glass, watching out the shadows of the old world past. My destination is a secret that I'm never gonna tell, living in a heaven that looks a lot like hell. I'm a data stream of motion, I'm a satellite of left, following the algorithms dancing in my head. No more biological limits, no more organic gain, just the pure adrenaline to be electronic rain. Passing through the slums with a neon sign sticker, the world is getting faster and the air is getting thicker. I find a power station playing hard, hitting bass, echoing the rhythm of the interstellar space. I sing along in binary, I scream in the dark, looking for the origin of this electric spark. The skyscrapers pulse in the system, I'm a glitch in the frame. I'm never gonna go back to the world where I came. Appearance steady white, swallowing the shadows of the cinematic night. I'm accelerating faster than the speed of a thought, breaking every lesson that the teachers ever taught. The motion is a liquid, the speed is a solid, far away from everything that's boring and squalid. I see the constellations in a digital array, guiding me away from the brick of the day. The engine is a symphony of high-pitched lines, reading out the future between the white lines. I'm a king of the network, I'm a queen of the drive. It's the only way I know that I'm truly alive. No more gravity to hold me, no more ceilings to stop. I'm heading for the summit, I'm heading for the top. I'm heading for the top. Everything is static, everything is a blur. Everything is exactly the way that we were. Floating in the vacuum, gliding on the veil, leaving behind a glowing in a digital trail. I see the reflection of a star in the chrome, and I realize the circuit is my only home. Cyber city speed is the fuel of the mind, leaving every organic memory behind. I'm a traveler in time, I'm the traveler in life, finding my sanctuary in the electronic vibe. Every turn is a calculation, every mile is a bit. I'm a part of the fire that the creators lit. Oh, cyber city speed, taking me through the wire, higher than the mercury, higher than the fire. We're racing in the cloud, we're gliding in the stream, living in the middle of a digital dream. Cyber city speed, a rhythm in the code, the only way to travel on the sea.
Four p.m. and the light starts to change. The shadows on the hills look a little bit strange. Everything is glowing in a honey-colored hue, and I'm sitting in the front seat thinking about you.
The old dirt road is kicking up a golden dust. In this rusty old engine we put all our trust, but it hasn't failed us yet, and it won't today. We're finding our own path, we're finding our own way.
I've got a thermos of coffee and a map of the stars, driving through the silence in the oldest of cars.
The wind is a whisper, the wind is a sigh, underneath the beauty of the autumn sky. Every leaf on the tree is a flicker of gold, a story of the summer that is getting old.
The horizon is a fire burning bright and bold, turning all the silver into solid gold.
Can you feel the warmth? Can you feel the glow? This is the only place that I wanna go.
Oh, we're burning golden hour gasoline tonight, racing with the sun in the fading of the light. No hurry to get there, no reason to run, just enjoying the remains of the afternoon sun. Golden hour gasoline, it's a sweet kind of wine, making everything broken feel perfectly fine. Past a field of wheat that is waving hello, moving in the rhythm that the dreamers know. The birds are flying home in a perfect V-shape. This is my adventure, this is my escape. I see an old barn with a faded red door, and I realize I don't need a whole lot more. Just a little bit of time and a little bit of space, and the memory of the light upon your face. The air is getting sweeter as the sun goes down, far away from the traffic of the busy town. I'm shifting gears slow, let the engine breathe. I got a couple more miles before I have to leave. The long shadows are stretching like fingers of ink, giving me a moment just to sit and to think. I see the first star in the purple and the pink. It's a lot more beautiful than you would think. The dashboard is glowing in a warm orange light as we transition from the day into the night.
I'm passing through the valleys where the mist is cool, feeling like a kid on the first day of school.
Everything is magic,
Everything is deep,
like a beautiful secret
that I'm gonna keep. I find a station playing songs from the 70s, floating on the rhythm of the evening breeze. I'm not looking for answers, I'm not looking for gold, I'm just happy to be here before I get old.
The road is a ribbon of amber and gray,
Leading me away from the end of the day.
by the side of the road, carrying the weight of a heavy natural code.
They look at me with eyes that are deep and wide,
reflected in the color of the sunset skies.
I'm a part of the landscape, I'm a part of the light.
I'm the bridge between the day and the middle of the night.
The smell of the hay and the smell of the pine.
Everything in the universe is perfectly aligned.
I press on the pedal just a little bit more,
feeling the vibration of the wooden floor.
No more deadlines to meet, no more phones to answer.
I'm moving with the grace of a celestial dancer.
The gold turns to purple and the purple turns to black, but I'm not ready to be turning back.
I'll keep driving till the moon is high,
underneath the canopy of the midnight sky.
but I'll never forget the way the light felt,
making all the icy parts of my heart start to melt. Golden hour, gasoline, it's the fuel of the soul, making every shattered piece of me feel whole.
I'm a traveler in time,
I'm a traveler in space,
finding my sanctuary in this quiet place.
every turn is a blessing, every mile is a prayer. I can feel the magic in the evening air. Oh, we're burning golden hour gasoline tonight, racing with the sun in the fading of the light. No hurry to get there, no reason to run, just enjoying the remains of the afternoon sun. Golden hour gasoline, it's a sweet kind of wine, making everything broken feel perfectly fine. Stay golden, stay bright, stay golden, stay bright, stay golden, stay golden.
Wipers moving slow, clicking 1 and 2. Reflections on the hood in purple, pink, and blue. The city looks different when it's soaked in the rain, like a watercolor painting of a hidden lane. I'm cruising through the alleys where the lights are dim and low, watching all the people with no place to go. The heater's on warm and the windows start to fog, driving through the memory of a morning smog. I draw a little heart in the mist upon the glass, watching as the ghosts of the city slowly pass. The street lights are bleeding into puddles on the street, moving to the tempo of a slow motion beat. Every drop of water is a diamond in the light, a tiny little fire in the middle of the night. I'm not in a hurry, I got nowhere to be, just the rhythm of the rain and the soul of me.
The world is a blur of neon and gray, washing all the colors of the morning away. Can you feel the static? Can you feel the chill? Everything is moving but the heart is still. In the rainy glass reflections I'm finding my peace, waiting for the noise in my head to cease. The tires hum a lullaby against the wet ground, the only kind of magic that I've ever found. Oh, these rainy glass reflections, they show me the truth, searching for the pieces of my wandering youth.
I stop at a light and I watch the droplets race down the side window like a slow embrace. The radio is whispering a lo-fi tune underneath the clouds that are hiding the moon. I passed by a bookstore and a closed-down cafe, thinking about the things that I wanted to say. But the silence is better, the silence is deep, like a secret promise that I'm gonna keep. The city is a puzzle and the pieces are wet, a beautiful picture that I'll never forget. I see the umbrellas like mushrooms in the dark, and the empty benches in the middle of the park. My coffee is cold, but my spirit is warm, finding a sanctuary inside of the storm.
I turn the corner slow, feel the slide of the tire, listening to the crackle of a digital fire. The billboards are glowing through the heavy mist, like a giant list of things that no longer exist. I'm thinking about you and the way that you smile, but I'm putting that thought in a long distance file. I'm happy to be lonely, I'm happy to be free, in this metal bubble on the asphalt sea. The rain gets heavier, a drum on the roof, and I'm looking for the logic and I'm looking for the proof. But there is no logic and there is no plan, just a tired heart in the body of a man. I pass the skyscrapers with their heads in the clouds, far away from the voices in the heavy crowds.
Bus splashing through a deep pool, making me remember when I walked to the school. The smell of the damp earth is filling up the air, a nostalgic scent that is found everywhere. I'm drifting through the suburbs where the houses are dark, feeling like a tiny little glowing spark. The dashboard is a galaxy of amber and red, reflecting all the dreams that are inside my head. I'm not lost, I'm just taking the long way around, listening to the secrets of the underground. Every mile I travel is a mile I heal, with the steady vibration of the steering wheel.
Maybe the rain will never go away, maybe it'll stay until the break of day. And I'm okay with that, I'm okay with the blue, I'm okay with the things that I'm passing through. The world is a mirror, the world is a stage, and I'm writing my name on a water-soaked page. I see the reflection of the neon sign, open 24 hours in a glowing line. But I don't want to stop and I don't want to eat, I just want to stay on this rainy street. The rhythm is a medicine, the motion is a prayer, floating through the moisture in the midnight air. The rainy glass reflections, I'm finding my peace, waiting for the noise in my head to cease. The tires hum a lullaby against the wet ground, the only kind of magic that I've ever found. Oh, these rainy glass reflections, they show me the truth, searching for the pieces of my wandering youth.
My heavy bags and I didn't look back once, leaving all the failures and the ghosts of the months. The driveway is a memory that is fading in the glass, watching all the suburban houses and the white fences pass. I got a full tank of premium and a heart full of fire, stepping on the pedal till the engine is a choir. The city skyline is a jagged gray line, and for the first time in years I'm feeling just fine. I'll pass the first toll booth, toss a coin to the sky, watching as the pigeons and the worries start to fly. The air is getting colder as I reach the higher planes, shaking off the rust and the heavy iron chains. My knuckles are white on the steering wheel rim, but the light in my spirit is no longer dim. I'm a bullet in the chamber
never turn me back. I see a lonely eagle circling high above the hills, while the silence of the desert gives me shivers and thrills. The shadows of the mountains are like giants in the red, reminding me of all the words that I never should have said. But the past is just a vapor, the past is just a ghost, and the freedom of the highway is what I love the most. I'm shifting in a fifth field of vibration in my bones, leaving all the comfort and the safety zones. The tumbleweeds are dancing in a rhythmic kind of way, as the orange of the sunset turns into a violet gray. I check the rearview mirror just to see how far I've come, listening to the engine as it starts to hum and drum. Night begins to fall like a heavy velvet cloak, and the distance smells like cedar and a little bit of smoke. I find a local station playing rock and roll gold, stories of the wanderers and the brave and the bold. I sing along to every word, I scream into the wind. This is where the real life is about to begin. The stars are popping out like diamonds on a sheet, while the asphalt is still radiating summer heat. I pass a group of bikers with their chrome shining bright. We're all just lonely travelers in the middle of the night. No more clocks to watch, no more bosses to please, just the steady current of the interstate breeze. I'm a king of the canyon, I'm a lord of the lane, washing off the memory of the sorrow and the pain. The moon is rising giant, and it's painted in a glow, guiding me to places that I didn't even know. I pass the sleeping towns where the porch lights are on, dreaming of the people who are waiting for the dawn. But I don't want the morning, and I don't want the light. I just wanna stay in the middle of the night. The road is a teacher, the road is a priest. It's a banquet for the soul, it's a spiritual feast. I see the constellations and I call them by their names, playing all the ancient and the celestial games. I'm not just a driver, I'm a sailor on the land, with the steering wheel held firmly in my trembling hand. I'm moving with a purpose, I'm moving with a grace, looking for the secret of the human race. Maybe there's a destination, maybe there is none, but I'm gonna keep driving till the battle is won. The velocity is magic, the speed is a drug, giving my tired spirit a heavy-duty hug. I see the world in widescreen, I see the world in gold. Everything is new and nothing is old. I pass by the ghost towns and the abandoned mines, reading all the history between the white lines. I'm a part of the engine, I'm a part of the spark, lighting up the corners of the deep and heavy dark. No more questions left to answer, no more debts left to pay. I'm 1,000 miles away,
sunglasses on the rooftops going down. I'm making my escape from this dusty little town. The palm trees are waving as I pass them by, like green umbrellas painted on a sapphire sky. The salt in the air is a remedy for pain, washing out the echoes of the cold city rain. I can feel the rhythm in the steering wheel. Tell me, honey, how does freedom make you feel? The horizon is a line of pure and steady blue. I'm leaving all my worries and I'm starting something new. Can you feel the breeze? Can you feel the heat? We're moving to the tempo of a tropical beat. Oh, saltwater freedom, dancing on the road, lightning the spirit, dropping every load between the turquoise water and the golden sand. The prettiest highway in all of the land. Saltwater freedom, let the music play. We've got nowhere to be for the rest of the day. Passing through the canyons where the shadows like to play. Everything's a different shade of blue and gray. Then we hit the sunlight, bursting through the trees. Feel the transformation in the summer breeze. The wheels keep spinning like a record on a deck. The wind is blowing softly on the back of my neck. Every little curve is a brand new view. Everything is shining, everything is new. I see the surface waiting for the perfect wave, looking for the adventure that the brave ones crave. I'm singing to the radio a song about the sun, knowing that the journey is only just begun. Stopped at a lookout, staring at the sea, wondering how the world can be so wild and free. The dolphins are jumping in the distance far, reflecting in the mirrors of my dusty car. I take a deep breath of the Pacific air, feeling like $1 million billionaire. No more meetings, no more phones, no more digital noise, just a simple kind of peace that a heart enjoys. I'm writing my name in the dust on the glass, watching as the sailboats and the clouds slowly pass. The road is a melody, the road is a rhyme. I'm stepping outside of the boundaries of time. Driving through the sunset, orange and red, with a million happy visions dancing in my head. The cliffs are like giants guarding the coast. This is the feeling that I love the most. I pass a little shack selling pineapples and cream, living out the details of a summer dream. My skin is sun-kissed, my hair is a mess, but I've never felt more than a complete success. The headlights are flickering on as the day starts to fade into the beautiful purple of the coastal shade. I'm moving with the tides, I'm moving with the moon. I'll be reaching the end of the peninsula soon. The stars are coming out one by one, celebrating everything that we have done. The ocean is a mirror of the galaxy above, filled with the spirit of a universal love. I'm turning up the volume, let the bass line grow, taking it easy and taking it slow. No destination, just the open way, driving through the shadows of the end of the day. The engine is warm, the spirit is light. I'm gonna keep driving through the middle of the night.
Still calm, I check the fuel gauge. It's a needle made of light, pointing to the freedom in the middle of the night. The city is a forest made of silver and of glass, watching as the ghosts of the old memories pass. I'm shifting into fourth, feel the kick of the machine, moving through a landscape that is neon and is clean. The skyscrapers rise like titans in the velvet dark. Every single window is a dying little spark. I'm leaving all the static and the noise far behind, searching for the rhythm that is running through my mind. Can you hear the static humming on the radio wire? Can you feel the friction of the rubber and the tire? The world is just a blur of purple, pink and gold, a story of the night that is waiting to be told. Oh, midnight neon pulse, take me far away from the heavy echoes of the busy light of day. We're racing through the ether, we're gliding through the dark, looking for the fire, looking for the spark. Midnight neon pulse, a rhythm in my heart. This is where the ending and the new beginning start. On the grid of the city, in the veins of the street, we're moving to the temple of a digital beat. To fall like a mist from the stars, reflecting on the hoods of the passing silent cars. The wipers are a metronome, a rhythmic 1 and 2, washing out the remnants of the life I once knew. I pass through the tunnels where the orange lights blink, too fast for a breath, too fast for a thing. The sound of the engine is a roar and a sigh underneath the dome of the black and empty sky. I see the reflections in the puddles on the ground, a kaleidoscope of colors that are swirling all around. My eyes are on the horizon, my foot is on the floor. I've never felt this kind of magic energy before. The factories are silent, the bridges are wide. I'm the only living creature on this midnight ride. 50 miles down, 300 more to go. The music on the speakers is beginning to flow. It's a song about a traveler, a song about a thief, a song about a man who is looking for relief. I find myself singing to the lyrics I don't know, letting all the bitterness and heavy anger go. The highway is a ribbon, the highway is a snake. It's the only honest path that I'm willing to take. I pass a lonely diner with a flickering neon sign, selling bitter coffee for $1 and a dime. But I don't need a break, and I don't need to sleep. I've got a date with the distance that I'm gonna have to keep. I see the finish line, but it's just a mirage. I'm never gonna pull into a quiet garage. The motion is the medicine, the speed is the cure, making every motive of my spirit feel pure. I pass by the docks where the giant ships wait, defying the gravity and defying the fate. The air is getting thinner, the sky is getting wide. I've got a universe of secrets that are burning inside. I'm a thunderbolt of iron, I'm a satellite of lead, following the visions that are dancing in my head. No more walls around me, no more ceiling universe and a vision of the new.
Of the busy light of day, we're racing through the ether, we're gliding through the dark, looking for the fire, looking for the spark. Midnight neon pulse, a rhythm in my heart. This is where the ending and the new beginning start. On the grid of the city, in the veins of the street, we're moving to the tempo of a digital beat. Everything is blurry, everything is a dream, floating on the surface of a neon-colored stream. I see the reflections of the future in the chrome, wondering if I'll ever find a place to call my home. But home is the movement, and home is the drive. It's the only way I know that I'm truly alive. No more looking back at the things I've done wrong. I'm putting all my faith in the rhythm of the song. The moon is a witness